Welcome back to our channel, dear viewers. On this spectacular day, as we dive deep into the latest explosive developments taking place in Los Angeles. The drama is reaching a boiling point, so let us jump right into the heart of the action. The sun sets over the glamorous city of Los Angeles, casting long, dramatic shadows over the towering glass facades of Forrester Creations and the sprawling estates of the wealthy elite. The air is thick with anticipation and unresolved tension as the bitter, generational warfare between the Forrester and Spencer dynasties continues to exact a devastating toll on the younger generation. In the upcoming episode airing on Tuesday, August 25th, 2026, the emotional stakes are pushed to an absolute breaking point. We are about to witness a masterful display of corporate maneuvering, desperate romantic gambits, and the explosive collision of fiercely protective mothers. The intricate web of lies, ambition, and heartbreak is tightening, threatening to suffocate anyone caught in its intricate threads. At the center of this impending storm are R.J. Forrester, who is desperately trying to secure his romantic and professional future, and Will Spencer, who finds himself the prime target of a highly calculated seduction. Within the hallowed, high-pressure walls of Forrester Creations, R.J. Forrester has been working tirelessly to orchestrate a massive corporate shift. Driven by a potent mixture of raw ambition and a desperate, consuming desire to permanently win the heart of Electra Forrester, R.J. has been aggressively pitching a revolutionary concept. He envisions a brand new, cutting-edge youth demographic line to fill the gaping void left by the sudden, catastrophic departure of Hope Logan Spencer and her iconic brand. R.J. has been meticulously laying the groundwork, rallying support from key players like Zende Forrester Domings, who enthusiastically endorsed the concept, and seducing Electra with the promise of making her the new face and visionary leader of this fashion empire. For R.J., this is not merely a business proposal. It is a grand, sweeping romantic gesture designed to prove his worth, cement his power, and build an impenetrable fortress around Electra, ensuring that she never looks back at her turbulent past with Will Spencer. However, R.J.'s grandiose visions of corporate and romantic supremacy are about to collide violently with the harsh, unforgiving reality of Forrester Creations' current financial and public relations nightmare. When R.J. finally brings his meticulously crafted proposal to his father, Ridge Forrester, he is likely to hit an immovable brick wall. Ridge loves Electra and desperately wants to support his son's ambitions, but the patriarch is currently drowning in the catastrophic fallout from the disastrous Monaco trip. The European market, once the undisputed stronghold of Forrester Creations, is rapidly crumbling. Influential clients like Chloe have walked out, and the powerful board of Louis has officially severed ties with Forrester, explicitly citing the overwhelming allure of the Logan brand as their reason for defection. The international press is absolutely captivated by Katie Logan Spencer's newly launched fashion house and Hope's triumphant debut. Forrester Creations is bleeding capital and prestige, and Ridge is acutely aware that the company is in no position to gamble millions on an untested youth line spearheaded by the inexperienced R.J. and Electra. The impending rejection from Ridge threatens to strike a devastating, paralyzing blow to R.J.'s fragile ego and his meticulously constructed romantic narrative. R.J. has promised Electra the world. He has painted a vivid picture of a future where she is the undisputed queen of the Forrester runway. A future that would eclipse the pain and humiliation she suffered at the hands of Will Spencer. If Ridge firmly denies the funding and the platform for this new line, R.J. will be left empty-handed, looking powerless and ineffective in the eyes of the woman he is desperately trying to impress. R.J.'s deepest, darkest insecurities will undoubtedly bubble to the surface, leaving him terrified that he might lose his grip on Electra's heart. He knows that the Forrester name carries immense weight, but without the tangible proof of a dedicated fashion line, his promises might ring hollow. RJ is desperately trying to step out of the massive shadows cast by his father and his grandfather, Eric Forrester. He wants to be the visionary who saves the company from the Logan threat, and he wants Elektra standing right beside him as his muse and his equal. A rejection from Ridge wouldn't just be a business setback. It would be a profound personal failure that could shatter RJ's confidence and leave his relationship with Elektra dangerously vulnerable to outside interference. This precarious situation opens a highly dangerous and unpredictable door for a potential Spencer counterattack. The fashion industry is a ruthless battlefield, and the Spencer family is renowned for capitalizing on moments of weakness. If RJ fails to deliver the fashion throne he promised Elektra, it creates a massive vacuum of disappointment. One must wonder if Will Spencer, despite his current downward spiral and his banishment from the Forrester inner circle, might find a way to redeem himself through the sheer power of the Spencer wealth? Imagine the sheer, unadulterated irony and the explosive drama that would ensue if Will leveraged his father's vast resources to offer Elektra her own exclusive jewelry line at Logan Creations. Such a bold, audacious move would not only humiliate RJ and Ridge, but could also serve as the ultimate, irresistible olive branch to win Elektra back, proving that the Spencer dynasty can provide the professional validation that the Forresters have suddenly denied her. While RJ fights a losing battle in the corporate boardroom, a much more primal and intimate drama is unfolding at the secluded Spencer beach house. Will Spencer is a man utterly broken, a hollow shell of his former self, drowning in the agonizing sorrow of losing Elektra. The violent brawls, the corporate betrayals, and the crushing weight of the family feud have left him isolated and profoundly vulnerable. He is a wounded animal, seeking refuge in the quiet solitude of the beach house, desperately trying to numb the pain of a future that has been violently ripped away from him. But Will is not alone for long. Melissa Dillon, functioning with the cold, calculated precision of a predator sensing weakness, has deliberately left her post at Forrester Creations early. She has tracked her prey to his sanctuary, fully aware that Will's shattered emotional state presents the perfect, fleeting window of opportunity to execute her master plan. Melissa Dillon is no longer merely the supportive, sympathetic friend offering a shoulder to cry on. She is a deeply ambitious, strategic opportunist who has set her sights on the ultimate prize, the vast, limitless wealth and power of the Spencer family dynasty. Having thoroughly researched the Spencer fortune, Dillon has positioned herself as the anti-Elektra, presenting a facade that is uncomplicated, unconditionally supportive, and entirely devoted to Will's immediate needs. As she corners Will in the dimly lit, emotionally charged atmosphere of the beach house, she masterfully plays her cards. She offers him the soft, unjudging validation that he has been starved of, whispering sweet reassurances and wrapping him in a cocoon of false security. Dillon's seduction is a masterclass in emotional manipulation, exploiting every crack in Will's broken heart to weave herself inextricably into the fabric of his life. The simmering tension and the intoxicating allure of comfort finally reach a boiling point. Will, blinded by his overwhelming grief, his judgment likely clouded by the lingering effects of alcohol and the desperate, aching need to feel something other than rejection, surrenders to Dillon's relentless advances. The passion that ignites between them is born not of profound, soul-stirring love, but of mutual desperation and calculated ambition. They cross the ultimate, irreversible physical line, hitting the sheets in a frantic, heated encounter that is destined to send massive shock waves through both the Spencer and Forrester families. For Will, the physical intimacy is a temporary, hollow escape from his agonizing reality. For Melissa Dillon, it is a triumphant, exhilarating victory, a crucial milestone in her relentless campaign to secure her position as the next formidable matriarch of the Spencer Empire. The morning after this fateful, passionate encounter brings a harsh, unforgiving light to the beach house, illuminating the severe consequences of their actions. The atmosphere is thick, suffocating, and heavy with a complex, volatile mixture of crushing regret and triumphant satisfaction. Will, standing shirtless and disheveled, is likely grappling with the immediate, sickening realization of what he has done, understanding that this impulsive act of vulnerability has forever complicated any infinitesimal chance he had of ever reconciling with Electra. Meanwhile, Dylan stands in the corner of the room, her hair still damp from a steamy session in the outdoor shower. She feigns a look of innocent guilt, but beneath the surface, she is radiating with the quiet, smug confidence of a woman who believes she has successfully locked down one of the most eligible and wealthy bachelors in Los Angeles. However, their fragile, newly formed bubble of intimacy is about to be violently and spectacularly shattered. The sanctuary of the beach house is suddenly breached as the front doors swing open, revealing a force of nature that neither Will nor Dylan is prepared to face. Katie Logan Spencer bursts into the room, her maternal instincts already on high alert and her deep-seated suspicions about Dylan's true motives simmering just below the surface. Katie has been conducting a fierce, relentless investigation into Dylan's dark past and her sudden, intense fixation on the Spencer family. Walking into the beach house and witnessing the undeniable evidence of her son's intimate encounter with Electra's former best friend sends Katie into an absolute, blinding state of maternal rage. Katie does not hold back. She unleashes a volcanic, verbal assault that reverberates through the walls of the beach house. She rips into Melissa Dillon with the ferocity of a lioness protecting her cub, brutally and unapologetically accusing her of being a manipulative, calculating gold digger. Katie articulates every dark suspicion she has harbored, screaming that Dillon is maliciously preying on Will's fresh, bleeding heartbreak to secure a lucrative, permanent place within the powerful Spencer dynasty. Katie points out the sheer, undeniable hypocrisy and the toxic betrayal of Dylan sleeping with her supposed best friend's ex-boyfriend, painting Dylan as a ruthless opportunist who will destroy anyone and anything to climb the social and financial ladder of Los Angeles. The confrontation is explosive, raw, and deeply personal, leaving absolutely no room for misinterpretation regarding where Katie stands. She brings up the long, bitter history of women trying to use the Spencer men for their bank accounts, making it abundantly clear that she will not allow her son to become the latest victim of a calculated social climber. Katie's fierce protective instincts are amplified by the recent traumas Will has endured, and she views Dylan not just as an opportunist, but as a dangerous parasite threatening to infect her family's hard-won stability. Faced with the terrifying, unyielding wrath of Katie Logan Spencer, Melissa Dillon realizes that her carefully constructed innocent facade has been completely and utterly obliterated. She is outmatched, exposed, and staring down the barrel of the immense power and influence that Katie wields. But Dillon is not the type of woman to simply retreat and accept defeat. Instead of cowering under Katie's intense interrogation, Dillon makes a highly strategic, defensive maneuver. Recognizing that she needs formidable backup to survive this vicious war with the Spencer matriarch, Dillon reaches for her phone and makes a desperate, urgent call. She summons the one person in the world who can match Katie's ferocity and protect her ambitions, her fiercely protective, no-nonsense mother. The impending arrival of Darcy Dillon, portrayed by the incredibly talented Kelly Sullivan, promises to shift the landscape of this storyline into entirely new, dangerously volatile territory. Darcy is not a woman to be trifled with. She is a formidable, commanding presence who will undoubtedly view Katie's attack on her daughter as an unforgivable declaration of war. When Darcy touches down in Los Angeles, viewers can expect an epic, venomous clash of the titans. If Katie is the quintessential, fierce mama bear defending the Spencer legacy from perceived parasites, Darcy will emerge as an equally terrifying force, ready to unleash hell to ensure that her daughter is not bullied, discarded, or denied the wealthy, privileged future she has so meticulously plotted to achieve. The battle lines are being drawn, and the collateral damage will be immense. As the dust settles on this explosive episode, the ramifications will be felt across every corner of the Forrester, Logan, and Spencer empires. RJ's desperate bid for corporate power and romantic security hangs by a fragile, fraying thread, entirely dependent on a father who is drowning in his own professional crises. Will's impulsive, regret-filled night of passion has handed Melissa Dillon the ultimate leverage, wrapping him in a scandalous web of manipulation that he may never escape. And the stage is perfectly, brilliantly set for a legendary, earth-shattering war between two fiercely protective mothers, Katie Logan Spencer and Darcy Dillon, whose impending collision threatens to burn the beach house, and perhaps the entire Spencer legacy, to the ground. The drama on the bold and the beautiful has never been more intense, more personal, or more utterly captivating.